We're here with head coach Brooks Miller of the Thunder basketball team. Coach, how are you?
Good, Andy, how are you?
Awesome. Thanks for the time. I just wanted to recap for a second last season before we plunge into this year. 19-8 regular season, 11-3 in the conference, finalist in the MIAA championship game. A lot of success last year for your team. What did that mean for you and your staff?
I think for those seniors in particular, it was important. They were an extremely motivated group of guys. Ellis and Pete in particular. I think, when talking about this year moving forward, that competitive spirit is pretty hard to find. Those two guys really, really wanted to win, as did Jared, Sean, and Miles. But those two in particular had some intrinsic motivation that I thought was pretty special and unique, along with their talent. So to see them accomplish that in order to get an outright championship was great. Although we did fall short of the ultimate goal of getting to the NCAA tournament, I do think we took a lot from that season, winning the first outright title besides Hope or Calvin in the last 15, 20 years. So that was, for us, that was something that we kind of always set out to do as a staff. We've kind of worked and built towards. I do think there's other people involved in that success, not just our current staff, but Coach Lindsay had a lot to do with some of the individuals on that roster, Coach Williams, and having Bryce on the team this year. But Coach Williams in the past had helped build that foundation of defense and understanding that that's how you win basketball games. And we were able to hold our opponents to 42% from the field that last year, and that was a significant advantage for us.
To be able to look up at MTI and see a MIAA championship banner, that's got to feel good every time you look up there.
It does, because it's nice to have something like that to see and to help motivate the others that come next. This year's group with Marcus, Langston, Jason, and Maurice, this is their last shot at getting another one. So everything you do, those seniors, being a senior in college, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, so whatever sport it is, it's really a special, unique thing. It's very difficult. It's a very difficult journey for those young men and women to play 4 years of college basketball or whatever sport it may be at a very high level. So you want to give everything you have as a staff to help provide an experience for them that's unique and beyond anything that they can have, because you don't get it back, and you don't realize it till it is gone. But that locker room, those practices, those games, those hard-fought battles within the conference, those are really special things.
Every season has its own challenges, and you're starting with a challenge this year. Mo going down with an injury, probably out for another month or so. What has that meant to your lineup and your rotation starting off the season?
Well, it's an opportunity for the next guy. Mm-hmm. And I think in the first game, Moes missed a lot of the spring or the fall getting in shape. He had a bad ankle sprain early on when he got here. He practiced for about 7 days, and then the second minute of the game at Illinois Tech, somebody falls on his arm and he dislocates his elbow, and Brent Cox, freshman, comes in that game and scores 22 off the bench, had some critical rebounds, made a lot of plays, as did other guys. They had a chance to step up. Langston and Marcus showed incredible leadership. Jason as well, even in the locker room. So it was a very satisfying win to be a part of, faced with the adversity that we faced and how we overcame it to win that basketball game. But really, it's an opportunity now to make our team better, because it forces us to give other guys more minutes. Mitchell Geller, a new transfer, sophomore from a big guy from Huntington, Indiana, and Brent being a freshman, just being thrown to the fire the way he's thrown to it, and even Griffin Lorimer, a sophomore for us, who's going to see his first varsity action this year and has really stepped up. So it'll make our team stronger, because Mo is more than just a basketball player. Right. His story goes beyond that, and we're proud to have him a part of this thing, and the way he can help lead from the sideline, and then his excitement level about getting back here in mid-December and helping us work towards another successful season is really exciting.
I'm rooting for Jake Daniels. He's a transfer student from Saginaw Valley State. He had to sit out last year with an injury. He's battled back and back in the lineup this year and shooting the ball pretty well. This kid can score from the floor, from outside, and I'm looking forward to seeing him hit a couple threes at MTI Center.
Yeah, and I talked about with Pete and Ellis's mentality in terms of just really, really wanting to win everything that they do. Nobody's worked harder than Jake Daniels for this opportunity. Jake is a really unique, special young man, somebody that we're really fortunate to have in our program. He got hurt 2 days before our first game last year. Otherwise, it may have been a little bit better than 19-8, but that's kind of the way it goes. but Jake's ready to seize that opportunity this year, and he has so far to start the season. He hit a big three at Illinois Tech, down one, with about a minute and a half left, falling out of bounds. He is a shooting specialist, but he's really improved his game in so many other areas. And again, his competitive spirit is immeasurable within the group, and his experience playing at Saginaw, being a part of a scholarship program, coming here and really trying to get everybody on the team to understand what it takes to be successful.
3-point loss to Ohio Wesleyan Saturday. It was a battle right to the very end. What did you and your staff take away from that close loss on the weekend?
Well, I think what we can't do is we can't take any possessions for granted.
Right.
And we have to try to get that across to this group of individuals, that every possession matters, every ball fake, every shot fake, everything makes a difference in your success. And I think Ohio Wesleyan is a very well-coached team, extremely disciplined, highly skilled, where all 5 guys can really shoot the three. What we have to do in those situations is really get focused on executing all the little stuff that we talk about. It's more of a self-scouting report than it is against them. And you can't win games against good teams going 6 for 12 from the free throw line and missing 3 front ends of 1-on-1. So I think that has to do a little bit with the immaturity of our group, from a lack of focus, a consistent lack of focus, that you're not going to beat good teams shooting the ball from the free throw line the way we did this past weekend, and it's something that we have to get better at.
You play Saturday and Sunday at MTI Center, back home in front of your home fans. That's got to be exciting for you and your players.
It is, because we've been on the road a lot. You're going to Canada, playing 3 games at Canada, scrimmaging at Wittenberg. We did get 1 home scrimmage against Earlham, and then we're on the road at Illinois Tech. We're at Capital last weekend, so we're very battle-tested on the road. It'll be nice to get it home and be in front of our family and our friends, and there's just something about being there. That MTI Center has a real special feel to it, and we're really looking forward to it this weekend.
Trine Thunder basketball, it's time for round ball. We'll be there for both games, Saturday and Sunday, and looking forward to it, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it.